Hey y'all already know when your girl Kelly J coming through, you know I'm coming through with some info and some tea for you.
Every time I think of all the time I wasted.
My name is Jindy Blunt. I'm an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories, and I.
Hey, so my name is Tad. I've got some advice for you really quick, right? So I've been running movie theaters since 1988.
And I'm stripping. No, I'm playing. I'm like, the only thing you got OnlyFans? The only thing
I'm gonna make a song called Just for Jenny.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kelly J, and I'm straight from the D. Ain't nobody in my section going harder than me. Ain't no waiting for the top, cause I'm steady climbing the tree. Pleasant Grove to Oak Cliff, yeah, you know where we be. This is my show, and I got it under control. Podcast to interviews, yeah, we doing it all. Got the tea for whoever, ain't no Lipton involved. So when you got it poppin', girl, you know who to call. I'm the realest of the real, I'm just stating the facts. I got it out the mud and I put the team on the back. Try to tell me I could never, so I did it and laughed. You know it's my turn, yeah. Kelly J on the map, y'all. What up, y'all? It is your girl Kelly J, and I am coming to y'all from the road today. This is something new, and who knows how this may go. But y'all already know today's series, like always, y'all, brother and I, we be talking, and we get to talking, and we've also seen some of y'all comment this on some of the things we've asked y'all to talk to us about. But y'all, before I get started, without further ado, y'all already know the man who I love so dearly. He's coming into the studio as soon as he's in. Y'all already know. Brother be here to spill the tea with us like always. And y'all guess what? Like always. Brother.
Manny.
What did you do?
Nothing. Y'all on the road?
We on the road.
Yeah,
We are on the road. Before we get started, like
already.
yes, look, before we get started, like always, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know, ain't it free, brother?
Oh yeah, always.
It's free to do. You know, we just had this conversation on tipping. So I want to make sure I let everybody know this is free to do. You know, liking and commenting and subscribing is free all day. You know, it don't cost you nothing but your moment that you took to look at the video. That's it. That's it. And then
Right,
make sure
right.
y'all follow me on social media. Um, I am actually headed to Los Angeles, California. I'm going to California. Ain't that what she said? Ain't that
I'm
what she said?
going, back.
Hey, right. So yeah, make sure y'all follow me on Killer J Enterprise where I'll be showing y'all some highlights of this weekend. And then also make sure y'all follow the channel at Killer J TV as well. So brother,
What up?
we got to talking, and you know, I have really made some choices in life that, you know, I wasn't too proud of, you know what I mean.
Right.
Um and one of them was deciding if I should YOLO it or save it for a later date.
Mm-hmm.
And no lie, I YOLO'd it, you know, one time because I needed to get the hell away just to kind of clear my mind. You know, I felt like, okay, if I got my mind clear, I'd be okay for a moment. Yeah, what I still came back to was the same thing, you know, still had a little extra added to it. However, being able to just clear my head for that moment and revamp myself was worth every minute of literally you only live in once. Like every part of that was a moment for me, and I enjoyed every bit of it. But let me ask you, what would you do? Are you YOLOing, or are you trying to save and then make it all happen with a plan?
It all depends on situation and who all involved. So let's say if it is me, you know, solo dolo, I'm probably going if I need to. But now if I got the squad, you know,
Yeah.
got the whole fam, then I gotta be prepared for it because I can't have them in the middle of Arizona with no money, you know.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you only live once, but if you prepare right, you can live good that one time, you know.
Exactly.
So I think it's just all about preparing, you know.
So when do you feel a YOLO moment is needed for someone?
Oh, look, sorry about that.
Oh no, you good. I heard my car burning. Some rubber.
But you said you gonna what?
I said, when do you think it's cool or a good moment for somebody to YOLO it?
Oh, if you about to lose your job, if you about to go to jail, you know, any
That's
of
the
them,
worst case scenario.
yeah, worst case. I mean, if it, anything where your life in danger, you got to move around. You got to go. You got to, you
Yeah,
know, do something different. But I don't
yeah,
think just wake up in the middle of the night like, oh, I feel like going to Vegas. Yeah, you know. I mean, I know people who live like that, and they might go to Vegas and get lucky, but I ain't really good about taking them chances like that.
right. Now I can say that's a now we talking Vegas. If we said Colorado, I mean I can't even talk shit. I did New York. Never mind.
Right. You with you switch multiple time zones.
Literally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I say
I look
that's
at
something
it.
about Oklahoma or something, you know, something quick. Then that ain't really, you know, you just going down the street.
I ain't gonna lie, I've actually done it. Like, got into my car, didn't want to be in Texas for a moment, and I was like, where could I really go, and be able to come back? And Oklahoma was it. And what's crazy is it's mainly just I didn't want to be in Dallas at that moment. Hell, I could have went to Houston; it would have been okay. Uh,
Yeah,
but I didn't think
I say,
about,
you know,
like I didn't think about the.
go ahead.
Nah, I'm sorry, I was burping.
Oh,
I
my
was
bad.
saying. No, I was saying I don't ever think about those particular locations when I'm at those moments. When
Right.
I think about getting away, I think about getting away. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fixing to catch a flight, road tripping, and let me no. This road trip was actually business road trip, but it's worth it. Uh, but I done called plenty of flights because of the fact I just needed that getaway from everything that was around me.
Yep. But see, you know,
And
I I think you can get away, you know, and not get away. That's the whole idea of the staycation came from. Like
yeah,
you still stay in your area, you still stay connected, but you just disappear. You know, you don't make yourself
yeah,
accessible as much as you was before.
right.
And you know me, like when I dip off to Oklahoma, that's hey,
Hey,
I don't
you
really
hit this
tell too
out.
many people. You know, I go do what I'm gonna do, and then I come back.
Yeah, yep. And I think just doing it in general, like getting away. I really do think it's important. Like even if okay, this is where the saving comes in, at, right? So for
Mm-hmm.
instance, when I went to Florida, right, I saved for that. I knew I wanted to go to Florida for my birthday. I knew I wanted to have a good time. I knew the flow of money I was having coming in at that time, so it was like shit. I could go. By the time I get there, I got another set of money dropping, so it's like shit, let's do it, you know.
Right,
Um, now I should have prepared better with who I went with. However, I still cherish that, that moment because I enjoyed myself in spite of who I went with. And it was, I can truly say, compared to saving and YOLOing it is definitely different. For instance, New York was definitely a YOLO moment. I spent, and brother, you know this, I spent literally 4 days straight on Uber and Lyft, busting my ass, came over $1,000 that quick, working with those apps, and had already booked my flight, everything. Like it was nothing that was gonna stop me from leaving.
right. But like we talked about before, you went, you did your
Yeah,
thing, you had fun, had a good time, but
yeah,
when you came back to reality,
yeah.
it
This
was
shit was
like,
still there.
yeah, it's still there, and you had another another one.
Oh no.
There, now I
Right.
gotta catch up. Now I gotta.
Yeah. Yeah, but even in doing it, like I think it was just that moment to be able to reset myself. And I think that's what I needed in that moment was a reset rather than just staying in a situation dealing with it because it wasn't going nowhere at that point. At that moment. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to step away, reset, and of course I stepped all the way away. I went across state lines. I went across state lines with it. But it was nice to do. But that's also where the impulsiveness come in. And
Yeah, I think you
man,
gotta do it. You gotta do it sometimes. You gotta step away. But
yeah.
you know, yeah,
Okay, so we
like
got a
like I said,
question.
what's that?
The question is, but so this comes from Evan, Big E, what up? He says, but can you save up for a YOLO
That,
moment and
that
still be good with both decisions?
that's what I was about to get to. The whole point is to have that savings where you're not worried about, oh, if I go to Vegas, my bill's gonna get paid, or am I gonna have food when I get back?
Right.
If you save right, then yeah, you can do that, and you can do that with no problem. And that's what we want to get to.
That's the
It's
goal.
having that money put to the side. And like some other people, you hear that you should have 3 months worth of savings and
Yeah.
all of this kind of different stuff. Like it's a reason why people say that because you never know what can happen. You can lose your job, and you out of there. That's the thing about it to me is ain't nobody that far away from being in poverty. Like
Right.
one phone
And I
call
think
and,
it's,
and your whole life can change.
yep, that's it at that moment.
Yep.
Okay,
Hey, now
so Evan say, so is it fair to say that they are one and the same?
I wouldn't say it's one and the same because you have some people who don't even think that deep into a situation. That's where you only live once. They wake up. I want to go to Florida today. They gon' hop in their car, hop on that train, bus, whatever, however they got to get there, and they gonna get there. Even the people who like you hear all them stories about people who wanted to be movie stars, just up and moved to California, didn't have
Yep.
no, you
Nothing.
know, nothing, just
Not
what they had in the
anything.
bank and the car that they was in.
That's it. And the great hell. I know 1992 and trucked it all the way to California with hopes and dreams. And I did it.
$106 left to my name.
Yeah, with $106 left on there. Like it's always a dollar amount that they add
Yeah,
to
it's
it. Like what?
Why is that a place?
yeah,
Like I mean, and it's like nothing with no sense is it's like whole dollar amounts. Now I know I only had $92.52 in mine.
Yeah.
The last 52 cents. Like, yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? The whole, like I said, both sides. Impulsiveness and the non-impulsiveness.
Yeah.
And
And I have
I,
too. And you know, I got lucky because I got to, travel on somebody else's dollar,
right.
for the most part. But
Yeah.
even I tell people, even with that, like, it been times where we went somewhere and I ain't have, a whole lot of money to do stuff with because I wasn't prepared. But when I was in there, I was doing other stuff too. I was taking care of my people. But it just,
How the school is.
if you
So we're
can
like,
do it and you can do, go ahead, my bad.
oh no, you're good. If you can do it, you know. I'm sorry. It was a cloud that caught my eye. It looked like smoke, but it's a cloud. And I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
them clouds looking like it look like it's a fire, but it's just the clouds.
Yeah. Where you at? Or you still
I
in
have no
Texas, of
idea.
course.
We're still in Texas. I have no idea
Yeah.
where in Texas. I just
Okay.
know it's a lot. It's a lot of land stuff that I'm seeing out as we're driving, and I think it's really really dope. Wait, no, that's really a fire. Okay, no, I wasn't tripping. That's really a fire.
Oh no, hold on. That is a fire.
From afar, it looked like the clouds was like, mixing in with it. So it looked
Hmm.
like it was like the clouds was like bent over or whatever. But as we continue to drive, you start to see the smoke uh, get bigger and bigger, and it's two of them. Yeah, I hope everything all right over there.
Yeah, I wonder. Y'all might be in them little areas where they burn trash.
Probably. I
Hmm.
have no idea. Something legit is on fire. Yeah,
Oh damn.
this ain't no burn pal shit. Yeah, like it's a big ass smoke,
Yeah.
like huge, and it's like two of them. It's crazy. Where we at? I need to see where we at. I need to find this time. Wait, we're about 100 miles out from Abilene. Okay, 100 miles
Okay.
out from Abilene. That's where
Yeah.
we at. And where we at, we see this smoke. Oh yeah, it's something major over there smoking, and it's catching like it's spreading.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At the trip part where you get to El Paso, you're gonna get that little message saying you're in Mexico. Talk about your phone coverage.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is all new to me. Like as far as traveling like this, I've never done it before. It's really dope. I've
Yeah.
never done a road trip. Let me say this: I've never done a road trip as an adult. Like as kids, the church we went to, we did our road trips and stuff like that, going to other like churches and conventions and stuff. But as an adult, I ain't never done nothing like this. So all this is new to me, and it's like now I want to start preparing because I know I got some more stuff coming up. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to YOLO it where I'm busting my ass trying to make sure, at home good. So then that way when I leave, everything else flows.
Hmm.
Um, and
Well,
that's just
me,
where I'm at in my situations.
I like that road trip. That's my only way I'm traveling. I ain't flying unless I have to. If it's a road that I can get there on it, I'm taking it. Cause
Yeah,
I just tell people you see more. Yeah,
yeah,
it'll take you longer to get there, and you gotta make all these stops or whatever. But just think about y'all going up there. Look at every state that you pass through when you going up there. You can stop in every one of them places and take your pictures and eat some food and you know do all of that good stuff. If you in the plane, you just see it on the map. Oh, so I'm flying over Arizona today, or I'm flying over New Mexico. You don't actually get the experience. And like I tell you, going when you feel the temperature difference, you gonna be like, dang, how did it get hotter when I just cross this line. You know?
Right. I'm stand as we driving right now. We're at 101. So the sun. I'm telling you, listen, I done took some good pictures. Um, if we wasn't right now on the show, I would take a picture of this so you could actually like see the smoke because it's like legit, like, whoo. Uh,
Yeah.
but that's a little cowboy town, and it's for sale. It reminded me. I just enjoy this because I'm just see stuff like you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be the cool
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Like little border towns you see on TV where they got the gas station where normally somebody at and they pumping.
Hmm.
That pump they pump
Full
onions.
service gas stations.
Yeah, that's what that one just looked like. I ain't seen one of them and I don't know how much.
Yeah.
And they had a for
I know.
sale
I told
sign
you the
on.
thing that tripped me out about going out there is you see how big them cactus are. Like them cactus get huge. Like, I think some of them cactus is probably 8, 9 feet tall, maybe taller than that.
I can't wait to see it. That'll be
Hmm.
interesting. I ain't
And
never
you know,
seen a
even
cactus.
the things you see on the movie, the tumbleweeds,
Yeah,
the big ball of stuff flying across the freeway. You
I
know,
will see that.
you go see that
Look, you ain't never seen that. Ooh, that's
too.
like that bridge from that movie where that kid, that silent movie, they had to be quiet, or if they did, he was gonna come and
Oh,
kill them.
the bird with nah, was that it? Bird box?
Nah, not Bird Box. It was another one because it was a little boy that ended up getting killed, and they had a baby. And I was trying to understand how do you have a baby in a movie? It's called Silent or something. Shush. Silence of the Lambs. No, not that one. That's another one. Like I never understood that part. Like, is that the one where they got the kid? I'm gonna have to look it up. But pretty much the mother was pregnant. She had the baby in the second part. In the first one, their son ended up getting killed because he had the little truck that made noise, and they had took the batteries from him and left the batteries. His stupid ass gonna run back and go get the batteries. And then when he, hey, yes, I said his stupid ass because that's what it
I said,
was.
why you gotta be a stupid ass? He trying to play with his toy. He don't know
Listen,
nothing about no killer.
his life, listen, his life is at stake. They told him, shush, no sound can be made. Any sound made will bring the creature. The creature will kill you. Do you
Yeah.
know from the time he put the battery in the truck, right? He said, boop, the truck sails off. The daddy and the mama immediately look back. The daddy started running. Before the daddy was like 2 centimeter seconds from him, and the thing said whoosh, and he was
Took him,
dead.
took him up.
Took him up, and then the little girl upset, talking about I let him be behind me. No, his stupid ass chose to get the batteries. He deserved to die.
Yeah. Damn.
At that point,
Look, I'm
no,
glad you ain't his mama. You ain't like fuck that little boy. He should have left them damn batteries alone. Shit.
he should have. Like I said, like,
he
but
put
it's
us
that
all at risk. Fuck that little
he
boy.
did. He did. But he did. He put us all at risk by won't listen, ain't no toy worth our life. And at that moment, he said, Yolo. And
Yeah.
that's what happened. He only lived
He
once.
only lived
He
there.
didn't even make it to the second movie. It had two parts.
Yeah.
He got taken up. And then when the baby was starting crying, they put the mask on the baby of the oxygen, like the oxygen you have at the hospital.
Hmm.
They will put that. I gotta find what that movie is because it's really a good movie and it makes you frustrated because they can't talk. And then like the daddy ended up sacrificing his own life because like okay, so what happened was the kids they were trying to figure out how to kill the monsters because it's not just one creature; it's a bunch of them. And the only way you can kill them is with the radio being at a high altitude, or whatever you call it, and
High
it's on that.
frequency.
Yeah, that I knew it was something.
Yeah.
And it's at that, and they can't take that. So the kids done ran outside. They end up somehow the creature was coming, and they inside the car, and they end up making a noise. Well, when they make the noise, the creature now trying to get them that's in the car. The daddy ends up sacrificing his own life by making a sound, and they was like, no. And then the monster turned around, whoosh, killed the daddy. Like, and then you know who was left? The son. They had another son. They had a daughter, the baby, and the mother. And you want to know who helped rescue all of them? The daughter. The daughter figured it all out and how to get it done. It was a woman who did it. The boys couldn't even do it. That's what happens when you don't play. Oh my God. But you know, hey, it's just how it goes. Gas
Yeah.
not bad out this way. They got
Not
good
yet.
gas prices. Not yet, right? Not yet. The gas is good right here. It's at 469. Ain't nobody here. And ain't no, yeah, I will say, ain't nobody here. So yeah. I think it's safe to say. But this is nice. But yeah, I've never seen a cactus, so I'm interested to see what those look like. The only ones I've ever seen is the ones you buy at the store and you put in your house. That's it.
Oh yeah, nah, them ain't even touching the ones you finna see.
Yeah. So I'm all interested. I'm looking at cows right now, which is pretty dope. This is what YOLO is all about. Is living your life to the fullest.
To the fullest. To the max.
And I think you can honestly do that with both saving and living your life to the fullest.
Yep. You gotta
Because
have them expectations in check.
right, and they gotta stay in check in order for you to be able to do the things you want to do or need to do or whatever.
Hmm. Like that
So
one little, Facebook post that's like you gotta be able to go how I go. You gotta be able to basically you got to be able to not do something in order to do what you want to do. So if it take you 3, 4, 5, 6 months to save up that money
yeah,
for that trip, you gotta sit in the house and watch reruns for them 6 months.
right.
You know.
Watch your reruns is what it is,
Hmm.
and you gotta be okay with it. I
Yep.
think it's okay. I think it's doable and okay when you don't have the stress. So, like for me, I'm always gonna talk from the mental health side of things. For me, when I don't have that type of stress or the pressures I've had prior, um, as long as I don't have those, it's easy for me to get out here and do what I need to do and do it in a properly, order and, a better way than I have before when I had all this pressure and I just felt like I was suffocating and I needed to breathe.
Yeah.
It's definitely a bigger difference.
Well, I didn't did both of them. I didn't went on them trips that was last minute planned, and that's why I say I don't like having to come back and have to worry about something else. You know, I
Right.
need everything to be taken care of before I leave. That way, while I'm gone, I don't have to worry about that. And I tell you, when we went to California, it was tight, and we knew it was gonna be tight, but it was pretty much planned to. Like I said, by the time we got to Colorado, I think we had maybe $20, $25 left, but we had already had the room booked and all of that stuff. So we checked in our room, got our little Caesar's pizza, you know. And the thing, the kids didn't know no different. They just knew we was in somewhere else, staying in the hotel, eating pizza. But
Yeah.
so
Just
I'm
having
feeling
nothing to do.
that's yeah. I'm like, man, this deposit need to go on and hit. I'm like, you know,
Like at 8 cents.
yeah, it need
Stop
to go on and
playing.
come on. Want to be one of them times where I get it early or something because I need that.
Alright.
But it's just
Why
an
you do that?
uncomfortable feeling as a parent, or as a guardian for somebody else. Like I ain't got no money, and we all the way, somewhere else. But they enjoyed it. They had,
Brother.
huh?
Nah, I was gonna say we may have to cut this show short today because we get into them areas where you don't get much signal.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you that earlier because you kind of cut out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why quick and simple, or quick and easy. You only live once, but we need to do it and responsibly. you know, stack up them coins when you got a
Facts.
chance. So you can go out there and do them things when you want to,
Yes. Without limitations. Without the limitations.
without them.
Without it. Well, brother, like always, that's it. That's all.
That's all.
Until next time. Love ya.
Love you too.